So we can do this though. So check this out, brother. Look at our red. So we're like, wow, wasn't that cool? I think we just hard cast this, right? Just hard cast this. You flip this over, okay? Jabam, 3/3. Flip this over, and we hit him for 5/5. Yeah, because we're closing in here. We're closing in. I think just another Valga makes the most actual sense without being too ridiculous fancy stuff. There's our Oculus, which is what we want to hit so we can avoid the crazy casting stuff. Okay. Would I come again? Put some back a turn. Okay, perfect. Another Pyro. That's actually one of the better things I think we could hit, being that we have another one in hand. So once we just start flipping them over, yeah, we'll do that so we can, I think we want to cloak a card. So we'll cloak this green. Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Thanks for checking out the video. I really do appreciate you. I took a little bit of a break from Magic for about a few days. Came back. I wanted to do something fun. This is sort of my first attempt at playing with a lot of the face-down mechanics. Manifest Dread, Cloak, Disguise, all of that is in here. I think we're on to something, but obviously, being that it's new to me, I'd have to test a little bit more to make it hyper-competitive, and by no means was I expecting this to be hyper-competitive. It's mostly for fun. We're trying a lot of new things, so I hope you enjoy that. But I think I'll quickly go through the intro to sort of give you some insight that I learned along the way. We are doing an interesting take on things because we're sort of relying on Pyrotechnic Performer to be our finalizing damage. You could go the route where you play a lot more larger creatures and try to take advantage of Hauntwoods Shrieker, which is a great card. I'll go over this in just a second. But mostly Performer is trying to ping them for a ton of damage. Now, a lot of people overlook if you have two of these guys, it's massive, massive damage. You can close the game before they can really react, so that's really good. Now, the other important card I think I'll go over next is Valgavoth's Onslaught. This gives us a lot of board presence. It's a very flexible, scalable card, which could be our win con later on, as well as just putting a bunch of counters so that when you do flip over the creatures, hopefully you'll be hitting them for even more, right? So that is one of the main ideas. Now, I guess I'll go over Yarus, Roar of the Old Gods. A lot of people overlook this guy. All of this text is very insane. All of your creatures get haste, including your face-down creatures. Whenever you do damage with your face-down creatures, you'll draw a card, which is really good. And also, probably the best part, is whenever your face-down creatures die, you just return them to the battlefield. So even if they're not a creature, even if you hit a land with your Manifest Dread and stuff, you'll still return the land. Because this is a permanent card, you can turn it face up. That's really, really good. If it is a creature, that's obviously insane. And it will return face down and then flip over, so Pyro will hit them still, which is really good. So there was sort of a balancing act by playing creatures versus their spells, so that's something to consider. Vannifar, I spent my second mythic on this. I think it's worth it. I think this is a really great card. In the video, this didn't really get a shine. For, whatever reason, when we were casting this card, it just got instantly removed, which obviously there's a lot of removal right now. So you can cloak a card from your hand, and you can also put a 1/1 counter on each colorless creature you control. And that's really, really good, because again, it's growing your stuff for Pyro. Boom, bam, bang, biggity. Now, cloaking a card from hand is really, really nice, because we can be pretty mana efficient as well if we do get to cloak Oculus. Now, this is a great card, actually, in this deck, surprisingly. We're not doing, like, the Helping Hand angle, Azoria stuff, but we are putting a lot of cards in our graveyard when we Manifest Dread, because that's how it works. A lot of our creatures are going to die, we're going to cast spells that just get used up. So this could actually be hard casted, but mostly you can just cloak this to completely avoid all of that jazz. And then later, if it does get counters, it's a big, big flyer, scary stuff, man, and we're Manifesting Dread every opponent's upkeep. So that is great. Now, I hovered Shrieker. Again, not too many big creatures in the later end of the curve. This can be mana efficient, starting even with Oculus to flip it over, because there's 3 mana here, but we can do it for 2. Mostly our 4 drops here, we can flip over for 2 with the ability. But mostly that attack trigger, Manifesting Dread. It's a 3/3 for 3, which is fine. I think that's mostly the angle this is applicable in this build. So if you have a better idea, obviously the other angle is really, really good, just flipping over Valgavoth and Atraxos and stuff. But hey, man, it does a lot of work. It really does. So there's some of the more important cards. Let me go over Bookworm here. This card is basically, in this deck, at your end step, draw a card. That's really good. If you have 2 of these on the field, you're drawing 2 cards every end step. That's really, really good. This is sort of our main engine for getting card advantage. We don't really have many other ways of doing that. So this card is great. So whenever a permanent enters face down or flips up. So we can really easily do one or the other or both. So great stuff. How do we grow our creatures otherwise? Well, we actually also have Growing Dread, which is a really great card. It's a flash manifest dread trigger. And whenever we flip over our boys, we can put a counter on them. So that's awesome. So yeah, again, there's not too many creatures in the deck, so often we're looking to hit those with Manifest Dread. If we don't, we're feeling a little bad, so there's a balancing act that I'm still trying to figure out, but as long as you flip over a few guys, and especially if you have a couple of these on the field, you should be able to do a good amount of damage, especially when you have like a ton of counters from Valgavoth's Onslaught. This card also just puts a ton of cards into the graveyard, so again, casting Oculus isn't impossible by any means. So I really like Temur here. Great little combination for it. Some other great cards. This card stood out to me. This was always good. For whatever reason, this was like always good. It's a Manifest Dread trigger, which synergizes great, establishes some board presence, can hit any non-land permanent, a lot of tempo, a lot of value. It works good because we don't have too much interaction otherwise. We're playing into the Floodmaw for similar reasons, right? Just a little bit of tempo, one of our only one drop. And then also Volcanic Spite, which is 3 damage. It's not going to hit everything, but it's going to hit a lot, as well as that card Filtering, which is actually really nice. Because we do need to find our pieces a lot of the time, and this sort of helps facilitate that. So not a lot of interaction. We're mostly trying to just go above and beyond, go higher than our opponent. And honestly, it works surprisingly well, I'd say. Threats Around Every Corner is a great card because it manifests Dread on ETB, which is great. And then also, when we start flipping over our guys, we're just like mega ramping. And all of a sudden, you can lay like your whole hand. You can scale up very nicely, flood the board very nicely to get to huge onslaughts, which is, again, the main squeeze here, trying to hit at least one creature, something we can flip over later, and ping them for some finalizing damage before they take over the game. Now, I know that meta isn't very serviceable to this deck, which is why it's not so popular, but it was still very fun to play. I hope you check out at least one of the games. It was cool. It was fun today. Cryptic Coat, very good card. I almost wanted to get a second one. The unblockability is really good because you can swing on in. Maybe it's one of our respectable creatures. You can also hit your Oculus at the top if you're lucky. You can return it back and keep doing it. So Resilience in that way also acts as a mana sink. And again, we're drawing a lot of cards with Bookworm, so we should be able to hit our lands and all of that. So very good stuff. Tin Street Gossip, just a little rampy boy. Not absolutely necessary by any means, but synergizes well. It has Vigilance. It's also just a 4/4, and especially if it gets counters. You can flip over a Performer, hit him for like 6 or 7. Feels pretty good. Hide in Plain Sight. Just, you know, for funsy McLunzies. Cloak 2. It's a dig 5. You can find your Oculus. You can find our Yarus or our Vannifar if you really need them. It's a nice card. 4 mana might not be like a super great rate, but it is serviceable. I think it was fun. We didn't actually get to really play this in the video. I think we were about to one game, and then we ended up winning or losing, I forgot. So that's kind of mostly everything. There's also Ticket Booth, which is mostly, it's not absolutely necessary by any means, but it is a Manifest Dread for 3, which is fine. Later on, Double Strike is pretty good, right? Especially if one of them connects, and then you flip them over and they're even bigger. That's pretty good. Helps add to that little bit of damage, because again, Performer has a lot weighing on its shoulders here. So, yeah, good stuff all around. Bookworm drawing us cards. This is making our guys bigger. Onslaught is one of our main cards. To go big, go home. Is that right? I don't know if that was the right expression. So that should be everything. Attack triggers with Shrieker, kind of nice. Onslaught again, our main win con. So that's kind of it. We also are playing a few Surveil lands. I think 2 Simic and 1 Is It. Actually, it is the commercial district, so 1 Gruul. So just 3 Surveils. Again, helping Oculus, putting stuff in our graveyard, and fixing our top draws, because again, we don't have too many creatures. So that's the angle I chose to take. I'm still testing a little bit. There's probably many different ways you can build this deck, including dropping a color. You could go probably Gruul Manifest Dread would be really good, but I think some of these blue cards are worth playing. So yeah, and I hope you enjoy the video. Check out at least maybe one of the games. I really do appreciate all your support. All the comments have been awesome. A lot of you guys are so smart and good at the game. So if you have any ideas, drop them below, baby. And I love you. Don't forget to like the video. If you could do that right now, I would give you a metaphorical kiss. Telepathic kiss. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Mwah. Okay. Cool. Hope it's serviceable for you. If you decide to try the deck, let me know what you guys find out. Volcanic Spite's not necessary, but some reaction, interaction, helping us find our pieces. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. If you can get an Oculus online, if you can get a couple performers, or just ramp Mega, Yarus and Vannifar are great cards too. So a lot of different ways to sort of win. Sneak the wins. A lot of high value cards, not necessarily maybe meta defining, but cool. And it feels good to take a break from Magic, come back and play something fun. So this is absolutely fun. So yeah, that's at least something it's got going for it. All right, guys. Mwah. Bye. See you next time. Watch a game. All right, so first game with our weird Temur face-down shenanigans. The deck's okay. Nervy Grasp is actually not too bad. Pyro is one of the better cards. We have a removal and a later game Valga, which feels nice. Almost want to get the red, but no. We get the green. So we have a good amount of green cards, and Hauntwoods does take 2 greens, so, you know. Okay. We're going to be laying this so that we can spite. Take a little bit of damage, but it will be okay. Yikes. Okay, goodbye. Come again. Yeah, the Fable, because the blue's good enough. Okay, 2 Valgas, not what you want to see super early, but it's not the worst thing. I don't know. I think, well, let's do this. Well, we could wait for something bigger, too. Okay, yeah, let's wait for something bigger. Let's get a little bit more mana value off of it. Because, you know, it manifests Dread, so it's good. Establishes a little bit of board presence. I'll have 1. Guess we'll get our Technics while we can. They don't have a creature. That's very surprising and very good for us. So we must capitalize. Okay, let's swing here. Okay, nothing. No instance, no nothing. Okay. Goodbye, come again. Put some back a turn. Okay, perfect. Another Pyro. That's actually one of the better things I think we could hit, being that we have another one in hand. So once we just start flipping them over, yeah, because we get a better creature, better card, or just a mana, and you can Valgavoth for 2. Yeah, we already have 3. It would be so funny, though, if we could get all 4 and flip one of them over, though, right? You know what I mean? It was mostly, like, I was thinking for the video, like, ooh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously, right? Valga for 2 is mostly what you're going to be doing. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what we hit here. Okay, we do hit a creature, though. Threats around every corner, one of the better cards in the deck. This card's okay. Boom. So now that we have big 4/4 guys, our Pyros our pyros, baby. So we could just... Do we have the win here? I think we have the win here. Ooh, Cryptic Code is good. But I think we have the win if we just... No, wait, sorry. We have to cast the... And that's not even a creature. Sorry, so I'm tripping. So just doing some quick matharoonies. Because if we flip this over, that's great. And then we could flip this over. We have 2 mana. So we're like 1 mana short of chaos. Let's swing with these. Yeah, because we're closing in here. We're closing in. I think just another Valga makes the most actual sense without being too ridiculous fancy stuff. There's our Oculus, which is what we want to hit so we can avoid the crazy casting stuff. Okay. So yeah, Valga and Performer are great together. Yeah, I think that we're kind of in bee's knees. Kind of in bee's knees, indeed. Oh no! Sorry. That was too much. I mean, even if we would just flip over the Oculus, we're hitting them for 9. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Jellybean? No! Dude, how do they... I swear, they keep... Opponents always be picking... They saw me hover it. Okay. So we can do this, though. So check this out, brother. Look at our red. So we're like, wow, wasn't that cool? I think we just hard cast this, right? Just hard cast this. You flip this over. Okay. Jabam. 3/3. Flip this over. And we hit him for 5/5. Ah. Okay. Sorry, that felt pretty good. So, I mean, it's just cool. We had the Cryptic Coat, which is a great card. Cast it multiple times a game. Yeah, multiple Pyros like that should be a lot of closing damage, and you already should have, like, some board. The opponent really didn't have a great curvature going on, or a great deck. I mean, what? But, you know. Alright, let's get into one more, a couple more probably to show you what's up. Okay, should be the 3rd game, most likely, depending on how things work out. We got our Growing Dread, which is good. This is good later. And we just keep getting the Unnerving Grasp, which is very funny. Almost every game I've played with the deck so far, we get our one of Unnerving Grasp, which is interesting. Very unlikely. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about. I was like, should we get the red? Turn 1. I mean, we could, but no, let's just go for the Growing Dread action. There's our red off the top. This does have the flash, which is very nice. Very nice. Telling me just a little bit of something else, like I didn't know I had to find. Okay, Pyro. Unfortunate threat goes to the graveyard. Unfortunate, eh? It's very unfortunate. Goodbye, come again, eh? Ooh, yeah, the Vannifar. Okay. Okay. No, not a Shuldred. Say it ain't so. We will go and get a forest. Saying it's so. This love is a pickle too. Yeah, we'll do that so we can, I think we want to cloak a card. So we'll cloak this green, which isn't ideal whatsoever. But yeah, just a little bit more presence before we start putting counters, I think. So the Vanny McFarry. The Far Van, folks. They call me Young Far Van. Yes, I be Far Van. Yes. Sorry. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me either. I think a lot of people have been wondering. We be going so far with our Vanny up. Oh yes. We be evolved. We be the Enigma. Dude, Vanny has not yet popped off. That's unfortunate. It's one of those videos where it's just like, unfortunate. So much removal though, you know? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay. I mean, let's... Because... It's like I want to swing because we're on the clock from shoulder, but nah, we're not going to. Ooh. 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 Okay. The 4/5 body on shoulder is so ridiculous. Shoulder should have been a 4/4. What were they thinking? So many times it's like, damn, the shoulder was a 4/4. Because it already has some of the best lines of text in standard. Because, yeah, I mean, like, a difference of 4, like, every roto, it's, like, pretty serious, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, like, we're getting... It's like we're getting there, right? You know what I mean? So we could... Yeah. Yeah, brother. Yes, sir. What's cracking, G? What's bracking, brother? Brother! Okay, oh no, we have to turn this first. Yeah. So, boom. Shabam, put a counter for Shabammy. Oh! I only have the one red! I only have the one red! I only have the one red! No! Yo, 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 yeah, yeah, he. My, ha, ha. Okay, let's just do this. Save a little bit of time. It's actually fine. It's actually fine. We will discard that. Sure. Vanny is kind of nice. Yeah, we could have drawn cards with the Yarunian. But, yeah, we would have just won. Because we would have hit them for 6. You know what I mean? But, whatever, dude. Give them a chance. Maya he, Maya ha ha. Dude, playing Magic early in the morning for these videos sometimes when I don't eat food, I just feel like I'm just such a zombie, dude. Such a zombie. Say it and so. This love is a heartbreaker. Wait, do we care? about this. Unless they force us to draw a card, which I don't think they will with 2 mana and Golgari here, right? Say it as so. Ooh, the light in the plain sight, brother. But yeah, we just flip this over and win. You know what I mean? Jellybean. Yeah. Yes, or yeah, we could have won. We could have won last turn if I wasn't super stupid with the red mana, and then Vannifar putting a counter on everything, and then flipping over as well, pinging them with Pyro. So good stuff. I think that was a good showcase of the deck, even though I wasn't piloting it very well. And I do need to eat some food, so I think we'll call that there. I'll probably put 3 of the games in the video. I'll put one of the losses, I think, because it was still somewhat interesting. But anyway, I hope you get some inspiration from this. That's mostly what these are for. I have not played with this deck too much, so this was really my first time testing pretty much any of the face-down stuff. So, yeah. So much appreciate all the support, especially if you made it this far in a video. You're awesome. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. It's so cool that Foundations is right around the corner already. I'm excited for it. A lot of great cards, so it should be a lot of fun to brew and make more like this. So, love ya. Take care. Good RNG for you. No mulligans. See you around, Buster Brown. I think people say that still, right? That's cool to say, right? Yeah, that's cool to say. Okay, so it should probably be game 2 of the video. This hand's pretty good. We have the Unnerving Grasp again with the Pyro again, which is nice. Growing Dread's a great card here. Helping us grow a little bigger. Which is obviously great with Performer. Just pretty much any of our Manifest Shred tokens, so they're not too small. And they're not tokens, I guess. I'll probably say that throughout the video by accident, so please forgive me. So, I think we turn 1 Forest. Just get this out of the way. Don't to get mad us too much. Doing some quick analysis. Because we have 2 green costs in the deck. Not that we'd lay that turn 2, but yeah. I don't know. Probably doesn't matter, right? Probably doesn't matter. Alright, optimistic scavenger. There is the Hauntwoods Shrieker. So we've been waiting for that since last game. So I think we just lay the blue. Now, usually they'll have like Shard Maid's Rescue, so they will grow here, which is annoying. So our manifests won't be great unless we put the counter on Innocence. They do. Okay, so that's actually massive. That's actually massive because we'll probably just block this. We really want to get that out of the way, skis. Yeah, so this doesn't matter. Perfect. Goodbye. Come again. So that's nice. And that was actually a good mana to get off the top. Wow. What do you know? Do this. No drawing cards. Goodbye. Come again. Okay. So, Bookworm's a good card. Not high power, but doesn't really matter. We'll just get some value going on here, folks. Enduring Innocence. So yeah, you can see they want that on the field to start doing their thing, baby. So we lay this pretty much regardless. This is still, we're still 1 mana off of greatness here. I think we laid this. We didn't really need to lay it first. I don't think we swing. Because they surely blocked that. Maybe I could have bluffed if I held up my mana a little bit more, which was kind of dumb of me. But But sometimes I'm just excited playing that new deck, just like, ooh, look at this guy. Let me lay him immediately. So, it's also early in the morning, got that brain power of a chicken wing, folks. How did they... Man, I guess that makes sense, yeah. Wow. It's a lot of boost action be going down. Has first strike too. So... Ah, man, that's so tough. I mean... Let me just eat this. No blocks. Maybe I should have waited for them to put that on their thing. Okay. We need to lay this, and we need to get this face down. Okay. Let's see if they block that. Yeah, gosh, just so much damage from Ethereal Armor. You know what I mean? It's just like, damn. I'm like worried about it. We are going to be manifesting Dread. Threats is a good card. Doesn't matter what we pick here. Okay. Draw a quad. And we don't have to discard here, which is lovely. As we did get a face down permanent. So Bookworm's good because you don't have to, it's just drawing a card each end step if you have your face down stuff going down. By the way, this will turn our permanents into larger guys, which will be good. It's just the first strike of Ethereal Armor. It's just like, well, golly jeepers. Well, jeepers golly. Yeah, because that's not even a creature anyway. Yeah. So, cool. Preserving our stuff relatively okay, folks. Alrighty. Let's... Sorry. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we do this. I think we just do this. Our backs against the wall. Okay. 4 damage because the counter we got there. Turning this face up, not too bad. 3 damage. Our swings do be awkward. I was thinking I wasn't going to swing. Now I'm looking like... Maybe I definitely should have swung first. You know... This will probably get double blocked. So, no, I don't think we do. I think we just draw 2 cards from our Bookworm. Which is like low-key a little crazy, right? A little brazy. I don't know what's wrong with me either. Yeah, I should have tried to do some combat shenanigans there. Could have cheesed something. Which would have been good. This would have been good. Well, they do be making a lot of friggin' creatures, don't they, folks? A lot of friggin' creatures, yes. A Valgavoth lair would be pretty nice. We'll see, we're at 6 mana, so if we get 7, we can do X is 3. That would be pretty juice. Big juice action be going down. Dude, the lifelink is so ridiculous. Like, it's just, oh my god. Golly. You know what I mean? Yeah, know what they mean. Shrieker now looking like amazing. I mean, like, I don't know. Shrieker is an amazing card. So I don't know if I built the deck right, even though you'd think it would be with all these seemingly synergistic cards. Now, we just have so much damage in the air we're facing. I don't know if we can get out of this. We'll just cryptic code it. We'll say what's good, bruh. What you got for me, bruh? Absolutely not expecting to find... Like, I don't know what we do with the flyers. Oh, the Yarus. Oh, my God. Holy guacamole. We can Bookworm. Okay. Okay. And we'll flip over the Yarus for 2 mana, folks. What do you know? Oh my God. Wow. 6 damage, though. If they weren't gaining 1,100 life, they'd be pretty low right now. You know what I mean? They got like at least good, 4 crazy swings with that. So, yeah, not ideal. So we're dead. We're dead. Well, let's see what we draw with our Bookworms. And just look at this. Like, Bookworm drawing us 3 cards. Oh! So sexy. Yeah, I think this card... Ooh, that would have been nice against the Innocents. It would have been nice. I think we had one of those earlier, too. I probably made the wrong decision somewhere along the way. Oh no, it appears we are dead. But yeah, I mean, like, drawing the cards with the Bookworm, Pyro can do a lot of damage. If they weren't, I think this was a horrible matchup for us. And again, I'm not expecting this deck to be, like, crazy good. There's literally no one's playing it. So, yeah. I mean, that was just... I'm still going to put this game in the video. I think it was cool. I'll get into one more where we get a nice little dubskis and we feel good about ourselves, folks. Thanks for being here, by the way. I really do appreciate you.